Good morning, party ponies. You guys, I hope you watched last night's video. I hope that you are in the middle of crafting your letter or thinking about it in your brain. As someone who tends to overthink things, if that's you, just stop, okay? No one's getting graded. This isn't a tattoo. It's not permanent. You don't even have to make a decision that will last you the whole 90 days. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to pivot. You're allowed to layer things in, but we're not overcomplicating things, okay? This is all about simplifying the journey, and it's about building belief. When you change your mindset, you change your life. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to become your own hype girl. I want you to build your belief and create that consistency muscle and then work it every single day. So while I've been talking about this not being a fitness challenge, I believe movement is a really, really important part of mental health. And I want you to move your body, not for the end result, not for the number on the scale or to look a certain way, but just to, again, build your belief and remind yourself that you're capable of epic and amazing things. And maybe what you're capable of right now is literally walking from the couch to the bed, or to walking your neighborhood, or doing some squats or dancing in your living room. Your journey doesn't need to look like anyone else's, okay? So I've heard from a few of you who've already written your letter. You've made your promise to yourself. You've started writing down your wins. I shared an example in here earlier today of what my wins look like. And it's just like gratitude. We tend to overcomplicate it. We tend to think it needs to be huge, but it's not. It's I painted my nails, or I unloaded the dishwasher, or I laid out my stuff for the following day the night before. Like, you start to change your filter. You start to look for proof, because our brains look for proof all day long. Always. They're always looking for proof. And usually they're looking for proof to back up that negative chatter in our heads. This is just part of being a human. But we're rewiring that, okay? When you change the way you think, when you consume positive information and you speak truth into your life, you guys, it changes everything. And I believe that what you're thinking is as, if not more important than the nutrition and the movement and all those things, because we become what we believe. And so if you believe you're going to be a swamp snail that can never, ever, ever get any kind of momentum or progress on your journey, then guess what? That's true. But if you believe that you're capable of changing your story, if you believe that you're capable of showing up, if you believe that this matters enough for you to prioritize it, I am in the business of excuses. That's really what coaching is. It is like, come at me, bro. What excuses do you have? And excuses aren't always like a lie. Excuses a lot of times are super legit, but again, it comes back to your filter and it comes back to your mindset. And so you can collect all the ways you can't do this and all the ways it's not for you right now and life is too hard. Or you can say, you know what? This is legit. I do have obstacles. I do have so much challenge in my life, but I choose to prioritize my journey. I choose in teeny tiny small ways. I'm not saying you need to go do, balls to the wall, go run a marathon. We're starting small. So give yourself permission and give yourself space to be a beginner. Allow yourself that privilege and that right to just start and collect your wins and do what you can every single day, and then compound that, okay? That's what we're doing here. So I still have to make my promise to myself. I know I'm meditating. I know that that's one. To be really honest with you, at my heart, I am a workaholic overachiever. And the idea of committing to one thing, it doesn't feel big enough. It doesn't feel good enough. It doesn't feel like it will make an impact. Do you feel that? That's a lie. Totally a lie. Straight from the pit of hell. One decision, one promise is perfectly enough. It doesn't have to be earth-shattering. It can be as small but as important as I'm going to get my water, or I'm going to cut back on my caffeine, or I'm going to cut back on alcohol, or I'm going to prioritize my sleep. All those things are so important. And yet we talk ourselves out of it, and we think it has to be bigger. So if you are in that place with me where you're like, it's not enough, it needs to be bigger, you're overthinking it, you know in your gut what you need to do. And if you don't, then you're going to brain dump in your journal, I feel so good when. And what are those things? When I go for a walk, when I listen to music when I cook dinner, when I cut out alcohol, when I get more sleep, when I do my morning routine or my affirmations before everyone gets up, when I fold the laundry as soon as it comes out of the machine. Like, what makes you feel so good? And then pick one of those things. And if you were Team Sarah, where you feel like it needs to be more, we're going to work on habit stacking. But for right now, we're just going to calm our tits right down, and we're going to say, this is the thing that I'm going to focus on, and I'm going to work on becoming a master at it. I'm going to work on creating this habit. I'm going to protect this space. I'm going to show up for it every single day, because if it's too big, if it's too many things, we all know we're setting ourselves up for failure. Right? It's like that Tony Robbins quote, that the lowest standard you can set for yourself is perfection. Perfection's the lowest standard you can set for yourself, because you will never ever attain it. So start small. And it's okay if you're like, oh, I don't think this is big enough. If it's a gut nudge for you, then it is big enough. It's exactly what you need. Okay? So you want to change your freaking life? You start with your mindset. We're going to collect our proof. We're going to be our own hype girl. We're going to go through the day and throw ourselves a parade for drinking the water or doing the squats or brushing your teeth or putting on pants with a button, you guys. It all freaking matters. It all adds up. Okay? Okay. So that being said, where are you at with your workouts? What's happening? I want you to move your body every single day. I know for some of you, maybe that looks differently, and that's totally cool. All right? You're not getting kicked off the island, but I want to talk about workouts, because I know that this platform we have, that BOD, is freaking amazing. You have access to so many things, and a lot of you are using it. Some of you aren't. It's okay. It's all right. I'm not here to sell you. I'm just here to talk about what I'm doing next and invite you along with me, especially if you're new or you're realigning or recommitting and it's been a while. There's new programs in there, okay? So there is a new one coming out. It's actually out today, XB. You can get early access. I thought I was going to do that until I tried the sample. So try the sample. See what you think. Don't use my words as the biblical truth. Try it. See what you think. I tried it and I was like, not what I need right now. Okay? You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to say, this is not for me, or this is for me. I want to try something different. You're allowed to do that. Okay? Give yourself the space and the freedom to try things and see what you think. Okay? And if something didn't serve you in the past, it doesn't mean we kick it off the island and we burn it to the ground. It just means it wasn't what you needed in this moment, in this season. So I decided that's not what I need. I still think you should try the sample. But what I need is, I have been lifting heavy for the last 8 weeks. I have been pushing myself really, really hard. And I'm actually seeing, I'm not getting the results that I want to, because I think I've been really stressed. Stress isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like we put stress on our bodies when we run or when we challenge ourselves or we lift heavy or we're just in a different season. So I'm going to do 4 weeks for everybody. This is a newer program that actually launched, I don't know, a couple months ago with Gut Protocol. You don't have to do it with Gut Protocol. If you can only do nutrition, Gut Protocol is an amazing program, and it will teach you some really awesome lessons, but it isn't, I think, a style of living, eating for everyone, for every day. Anyways, 4 weeks for everybody. It is an autumn calories program. So if you've ever heard of the 21-day fix or you've done the 21-day fix, I feel like this is a sister, okay? But it's no impact, zero impact. So if you struggle with your knees or anything like that, this is a great program. Just because it's no impact does not mean that it's going to be like going to get a pedicure. When I did this program before, it blew my mind. And I was like, wait, what? So good. So that's what I'm doing. Carla's going to do it with me. You're all welcome to try it out and see what you think. It is 4 days a week, which is awesome. So that gives you like 2 other days to do yoga or to go for a walk or go for a run or lift some heavy stuff. This is like I said, it's no impact. It is 4 days a week. It is 30 minutes long. It is a really, really, really good program. And you all have it. It's been released to the regular Beachbody On Demand catalog. So if you want to do that with me, I'm starting on Monday. So is Carla. You're welcome to join us, because I have found that even when, like, in our morning Zooms, a lot of us are doing a lifting program right now, but we're in different days and weeks, and some of the programs are different. And you know what? Oh my gosh. Like, I feel so much more aligned and accountable when I'm actually on track with other people. And we don't ever do that. I don't usually run groups where I'm like, we all need to do the same thing. And I'm not even saying that. I'm just letting you know that having a buddy that's on the same day, it will push you to show up on the days where it's a slippery slope and maybe you have legit things happening and you don't really want to do it. I just think it's an extra layer of accountability. So I begin that Monday. If you want to do that with me, cool. If you're already doing something else or you've committed to that, that's freaking awesome. That's rad. You go on with your bad self. Make sure whatever you're doing, that you're taking your progress photos and that you are measuring and weighing every so often, especially at the beginning of that program. If you're a couple days in, you're still going to do that, because this is data that shows your journey. It shows your results. We don't put all of our eggs in that basket. It's not like, oh my gosh, I'm not seeing the changes. But this is really important data, and a lot of you fight me at it. Go ahead, come at me, bro. Like, let's fight. Like, you need to have your photos. You need to have measurements, and I really do encourage you to get a weight. If weighing freaks you out, then just put your scale in the trunk of the car or the garage or the attic or the gun cabinet, whatever, okay? But it's data. So that is what I'm starting next. I'm really excited about it. If I think too hard, I can talk myself out of this. Did you hear what I just said? I've been on this journey for over 8 years now. I've been with Beachbody for 8 years. And I still, to this day, can talk myself out of it. I can beat myself up that it's not enough. It needs to be more. I need to go harder. If that's where you're at, take a deep breath with me and just remember that this is not like your very last marathon ever, okay? We're not in the last 30-day countdown of our lives. We have time to build. We have time to grow. There is time to rest and to play and to figure this all out. So take a deep breath, okay? If you're not doing the 90-day agreement yet, I want you to do it, all right? It's not a fitness challenge. This is about you changing your mindset. This is about you creating and finding all the wins in your life and making a promise to yourself that you will hold on to every single day, and you're going to show up for, and you're going to try and touch. And if you fail, if you miss it, whatever, there's always the next day. We don't ever go back to day one. We just pick up where we left off and we keep going. This is your journey. So show up to it. Be proud of yourself. And give yourself the space to be able to change your mind, to be able to try different things, and just be so unattached to the outcome, okay? Be unattached to the outcome. The only thing we are attached to is creating the habit. All the other results that we want, all the things that are super important to us, those become byproducts when you fall in love with creating the habit and showing up to it. You are that next level version of yourself today. You already are her. So you're going to be her now. You're not going to wait for her to show up. You're going to take the action. You're going to do the thing. You're going to catalog all your wins, and you're going to show up because you're here, and I want you to, and I believe in you. So borrow my belief if you need to. That's what we're here for, friends.